Hey everybody, I'm Kel Nelson, K4CDN from Ham Radio 360 Podcast, and this is not one of my ham radio shows. Actually, I am not a blogger. I'm not a typist. Seriously, I'm just a talker. Ask my wife. I would have never conned her into marrying me and decided to spend the rest of her life if it would have depended on my typing skills. I'll just leave it there. Hey, I just got home yesterday and decided I had some things I wanted to share with you, and it maybe more than share with you, maybe share back with myself to give me a place of reference, to give me somewhere to go back to as I continue this process of podcasting and creating more shows and building my network out. Firstly, thank you to Chris and Katie Kremetzis, along with my new friend John Dennis and his family. We appreciate everything that you guys gave to have us there. Not only just the 3 or 4 or 5 of you, 6 of you, I guess, if we count spouses and kids. There was a lot more going on that most of us didn't see. So the people who set up outside, with the vendor booth, thank you very much for being there. These types of events don't happen without your support. So thank you for supporting Podfest. Big thanks to Libsyn for being there, the number one sponsor, and making that happen. Thank you to everyone who attended, because they can't keep doing this if you're not there. So this isn't going to be like a whole nother Kel's thanking everybody in the room thing. I just wanted to say that real quickly here and then share with you some of my takeaways, because, again, I'm not going to type this, and I apologize. If you'd rather read, I'm not your guy. That's why I'm podcasting, right? I got up early Sunday morning for a drive out to Kennedy Space Center with my family. Everyone was still asleep. I kind of snuck out on the little overlook porch there at the villa, looking over the pond. I guess you'll call it that, maybe. And it's got a fountain in the middle of it. And I kind of saw things like I'd never seen them before, and it was probably the influences of the weekend. But I saw the fountain as a podcaster, with their message coming up and going straight up in the air and then falling back down to their listeners. And then I saw the concentric circles that came out from the fountain area, and how when the water hit closest to itself, the little waves were taller than the other ones were as they progressed outward. And it made me think about our influence on people. We speak from our mouths, life and death, and as that comes out, the people closest to us are the most, they're affected more than anyone else. They are our families, our spouses, our loved ones, maybe our cube mates at work, or maybe somebody that we do work with or work under or even work above. Past that, there are other people who are maybe listeners, or maybe coworkers of some of our coworkers, or maybe family members of the people who listen to our show. And kind of what I saw was our message is going out, and if we're producing a positive message, if we're producing an encouraging product, no matter what our niche is here, we're affecting people's lives in a positive way. And our message goes up and out. It affects the person next to us, which could affect their attitude. And it very well could affect the way that the rest of their day is spent. And that affects the people next to them. And as I looked out across that little pond, I saw those circles going out from one side all the way across, 100 yards, just like a football field across the rear of the convention center, which is really big, by the way. If you didn't see it, it's a very huge building. So I saw the circles go all the way to the opposing shore. And I thought to myself, that's us as podcasters. We're affecting not just the people in our house, not just the people in our office or in our little city. We're affecting people everywhere. And when we can encourage someone, we can encourage the entire populace of the planet. So you may have your own example. That may be old news to you, but it really kind of hit home for me. Now, I have an audience that's just remarkably unbelievable, and if you've heard me on Dave's show before, you know some of the things that they've done for me. And I'm just Kel. But we have a great relationship, my audience and I. So I want to encourage you to put back into your audience, to pay back into your audience. If you're not doing that, you need to be doing it, because they deserve it, right? And they're waiting for you to do that. And the rewards that you'll get from them are far more than you can imagine. I'll just leave it there. I can't forget before I go, because I've taken your time, and thank you for it, by the way. This Podfest allowed me to hang out with both of my podcasting mentors. Dave Jackson and Ken Blanchard are the reasons that I podcast. They are the reasons that I was at Podfest. And there I was with both of them. It was a remarkable time. really great friends of mine. Although it was the first time Ken and I had ever met in person, it's like we just grew up together, right? Well, he's older than me, but that's just how it goes, Ken. Anyway, I really enjoyed the time there with him. I enjoyed the time there with you. It was a remarkable time. The sense of community, I did not anticipate that at all. For the last few years, I've heard Dave Jackson talk on the School of Podcasting about how these conferences are great. You get to meet people and this and that. And I thought, well, yeah, that would be cool if you were in the, trying to sell something, or you were maybe a real estate agent or an entrepreneur or into marketing. I didn't realize that it was for me. The guy talking about the geeky hobby of ham radio. I had no idea, but it affected me. It changed me for the good. And I'm really excited. And I've still got so many things going on in my head. It's really kind of even hard to stop for just a moment to express them here. But again, thank you for being there. Thank you if you attended. I hope that we were able to connect and that something I could say would positively influence your day. Just remember that our words have power, and the art of podcasting is something that many people don't understand, but those that do realize the power that it holds. So use that power very wisely. Thank you again for your time. God bless every one of you, and I hope to see you soon. It's Kel Nelson, hamradio360.com, 73.